Triumph Speed Triple. Welcome to Codename Whiskey's review of the Triumph Speed Triple. Welcome to the day I couldn't speak either. So, my local Triumph dealership's having a demo day. As you guys know, I've got a Triumph Street Triple. I couldn't resist jumping on the Speed Triple to see what the differences are. First thing I noticed when I jumped on is the seat height's a little bit higher. I am 5'10", so a higher seat. It's not that bad. The pegs are a little higher too, so you are in a little more of aggressive riding position on the Speed Triple than the Street. That's actually the Street in front of me, the 2015 version. The power, this thing just wants to go though. The Speed Triple definitely has that power. I was talking to a guy who owns one. He said, yeah, if you're in first gear and you're back a little bit on the Speed Triple and you gas it a little too hard, the front end's gonna come up. So this thing just wants to power wheelie. It's got a little bit of a throatier sound. I like it. You hear that? It's got a little more of a growl to it in the exhaust. You still get that nice distinctive triple whine, but that exhaust note is just a little bit throatier on the Speed Triple versus the Street. She is nimble as hell though. Your gauge cluster, you're supposed to have a gear indicator. I don't have a gear indicator. You've got your miles per hour, you've got your RPMs on the side, I've got a neutral indicator, you've got your odometer, you've got a gas. You got a gas gauge, which is nice. They don't have that on the, well, maybe on the new Street Triples. I've got a 2012 Street Triple. You still get the dual exhaust on the Speed Triple. They went to the low exhaust on the new Street Triples. Handlebars feel like they might be a little more kind of squatty, like they're in a little bit more. When you go to tuck in though, you are going to hit that gas tank. It's got a little bit more of a bulbousy gas tank versus the Street Triple. Gear changes are smooth. I mean, in typical Triumph fashion, they've made a cracking bike as always. A little bit firmer suspension. I think this has Öhlins. Then we get Öhlins suspension on this. I think you get Brembo brakes. Those brakes are nice. Yeah, this thing has a lot more power. I mean, look. You know what's funny though is I think when I get on the gas, well, I don't know. I was gonna say the Street Triple may have a little more power when you're lower in the rev range. It's supposed to be a little more torquey, but I really don't know. To me, they're kind of similar. This has just got a lot more punch to it. This thing, I feel like the Speed Triple wants to like eat your baby for breakfast, whereas the Street Triple would only sleep with your wife, you know? That's the only way I can do it. This thing is vicious. It's a vicious bike. But yeah, if you're thinking about this or the Street Triple, I got a Street Triple. I'm kind of liking the Speed Triple. This bike's got a set of balls to it. Wow, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. This is the best demo day ever. Alright guys, so that's your not very good review of the Triumph Speed Triple. I don't know what to say about it. It's a fun bike to ride. I was having such a blast riding it, I didn't really want to talk. I think I got the year right before the fuel gauges came out. I really wish I had a fuel gauge. Fuel gauge is so awesome. That's the one thing I've noticed. I'm like, man, they got fuel gauge on every one of these things.